最近我们在营地见到一辆比我们更大的房车，它有2扇大门，车顶装满了太阳能。房车的主人还很热情地邀请我们进来参观。
Sherry?
Hi, Sherry. Hi, Sherry. Good morning.
But you can come on in.
It's nice.
Super video.
This is our living room and kitchen.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So we did some renovating. We added the curtains and the
Decorators.
stars. Yeah. So we decorated behind you on the wall. There's a little bit of a 1960s feel. Yeah. This is the standard stock sofa. They recline 3.
Yeah.
I think maybe you have the same.
Yeah.
We have two.
Yeah, we have different colors.
Comfortable. It's not
The
the cutest
usual
thing.
loft space, but we use it for storage
I see.
instead. But normally there's a twin bed that goes up there, a small mattress.
Okay.
So basically it's 2 floors, right? This is the first floor and this is the second floor you can climb up to.
So and this is a sliding glass door that separates
Office.
the studio.
Yep, studio.
And
Yep.
then here's a residential fridge. You've got 4, just probably have the
2,
same.
4 doors.
Yeah.
Yeah, same as us.
Freezer.
Yeah.
We have a library over here that we use up here for our library.
Oh, a lot of books.
Yeah,
Yeah.
We love to read. Yeah, and then I guess you can come back here.
Oh, thank you.
So this is kind of a custom
Main bedroom.
thing that we've done.
Okay.
Yeah, a little artwork, which is nice.
Yeah.
Then the bathroom is behind you if you open the door.
Yeah.
You can take a look and see. We
Yeah.
have a full shower.
Full shower, larger than ours. Yeah.
Then we can go back to the studio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All of the equipment is bolted down,
Okay.
even the keyboard. The ultra-wide monitors are also permanently fixed. We have, that is just a separate, just goes in when we travel, that goes away, that platform under there, but that's where the M1 goes.
Oh.
And then we've got another laptop here. We do animation on this side and music on the other.
I see.
And behind you is the vocal booth. And it's full of things right now because we don't have our vocalists with us, but it has a microphone in it, and it's acoustically treated with a drum acrylic setup. So we
Cool.
custom built that in there. Before it was just nothing. It was nothing
see.
there and stuff.
Okay.
This is a queen-size Tempur-Pedic bed.
And then
This, when we travel, does go up. So I'll hold this. We can sit and work, or we can, with the hydraulics, do standing desk.
so, which is low? So this thing is the entire thing is lower, right?
Yeah, and then when we travel, this then goes up. See how it's going up?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it goes up.
Oh.
See?
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Wow, this entire
Uh-huh.
setup.
And then
Awesome.
behind you is the coffee bar. We have an Italian espresso machine and a grinder and the cups and some artwork. Yeah. The mural is behind the tiger, and the mural that goes down and it becomes a patio.
Yeah.
So we can perform on there. Yeah. A band actually can perform. It'll take up to 3,000 pounds.
Yeah.
Okay, so basically it's a stage that you can stand up and
Yeah.
so did it fold up and fold down becomes a balcony,
It
something like a
comes
balcony?
down, and then
Yeah.
there are 2 cables. Those
Okay.
cables in the back hold it. They're able to hold
I
3,000
see.
pounds. And then, so normally this is a hauler. It's a garage.
Yes.
So normally you would put an OHV or a smart car or a very small vehicle or motorcycles, and that would act as a ramp. Go all the
I
way
see.
down, and then you would just have it come
I
up.
see.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is a toy hauler, right? Fifth wheel
Yeah.
toy hauler. So you have come with a garage. That's
Yeah.
what
Yeah.
we don't have.
We had to make a choice between a fifth wheel and a toy hauler. We were looking for, and we found this one. And it's a 2015. It's used, and the fact that it had a garage, the idea of we can build a studio, custom build a studio in here.
Yeah, you have.
So we did. Yeah.
Yeah.
So cool. So cool.
This is the solar wall.
Yes.
So the solar wall, normally when we're traveling, all of these parts, the arm and this,
Uh-huh.
come off, and then this goes down, and it's bolted here.
And you also have a lot of panels on top.
Yeah, we have panels up here
Uh-huh.
on remote tilt systems.
Okay, I can see.
The only time I have to go up is when I have to clean them.
Mm-hmm. I see.
There's,
Wow.
There's 3 banks of 4.
Okay, so all the way to the other side.
Yeah, let me open the other side so you can get some
Yeah.
more light. Hold on a second.
So for starting, you have the dish out here.
Yeah,
And
this is out here.
wow, and the router you actually are wires all the way back into the
Inside here, and
the
then we
room.
put it in through the window,
I see.
and then into the sus.
Cool.
And these are the X shocks. Talk about, see?
Yeah.
They go in here,
Mm-hmm.
so they prevent it from moving
Mm-hmm.
forward and back.
Okay.
Really good.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Hey,
Hey,
can you introduce yourself a little bit?
I'm Sherry.
and I'm Eric. And we have been full-time off the grid RVing for
About 3.5 years.
almost 4 years.
So how did you get started? Like, who proposed the idea and how did you plan everything and get
I
started?
think I proposed it. My parents did RVing for about 10 years
Yeah.
full time. And we started by looking at tiny homes, but realized they don't travel too much. I mean, you can move them, but it's not really something you travel in. So we started looking at RVs.
Yeah.
And found this one used and kind of fell in love with it because it's got such like a high ceilings and a big living space
The
here.
multi-levels. Yeah.
And also an area for our office.
A holler.
Yeah.
Yeah. We knew that we needed to build
The studio.
the studio. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
So, and so her parents were Airstreamers, avid Airstreamers. They went as far south as Panama and all the way up to Alaska and parts of Canada and to the polar bears and everything. And so they really inspired us.
Yeah. So how would you describe yourself? I know you are a PHP developer, musician, probably writer, everything. How would you describe yourself?
I like to call myself a digital disruptor. I think what both of us are
I
disruptors.
just call myself a doer of random things.
Yeah. Yeah.
We do, like, I do the remixing. He does a lot of the production, initial production. And we both kind of help with the design of the art. We have an illustrator
Yeah.
that works on the artwork with us.
She's a brilliant remixer. Bass. If you like bass music, that's her. She's queen of bass.
dark and bassy.
Oh, you did that.
What I mean, we do web design kind of as we travel.
So that's our day. Yeah, that's our daytime
Our income.
income.
Can you just introduce your solar system,
Sure.
electricity system?
Sure. So we've got 14 panels. We have 8 on the roof, and they are between 170 and 180 watts. Meaning like different. Each panel is different. So I think we've got like 3 or 4 of them are 170, and then the rest are 180. And then we have a wall on the side with 6 panels, so total we've got 2,600 watts worth of solar.
More than enough.
More than enough, yeah. And then
You can even share the electricity with other rigs
and then
We let the people next to us
to plug in.
here plug in, and same with when we were in Sedona
to avoid
last,
the
we did
generators.
that.
Yeah, we don't like the
keep it
sound of
quiet.
generators. Keep it quiet. So.
Get that solar, and it really, like, we're done paying it off basically by the money that we save by being able to dry camp instead of staying in an RV park. So it's all paid off, and it'll last at least another 20, 25 years.
Yeah, got a 9-camera blink system, so we leave that on, and it runs off of a jetpack. And it helps us just for peace of mind. We've never had an issue, not a single issue. That's the great thing about RVing is, you're safer here than you are, let's say, for instance, in the city. A lot safer because people have this understanding and this love for taking care of themselves and then helping each other. So there's a lot of respect. And not to mention, you know, this is kind of an ominous thing, but there is the belief that more than half of RVers actually have a gun or a weapon inside to protect themselves. And that's just, you know, this idea of having it. So, you know, the camera system works for us, just peace of mind. And we're also able to, we've got the doorbell, Blink doorbell. So people do come and they ding dong, you know, even if we're not here, we're able to communicate with them like we're inside, you know, so it's a big asset for us. And they always want to ask about the solar and about, you know, RV life. And the first question is, are you full time? And we're like, yeah, I think we are. So, yeah, we made mistakes. Yeah. We had no idea what we were doing. We had a washing machine, washer dryer, LG all in one we bought for the back, the hookups and everything. We didn't realize all the water that it needed. It took 4 hours for just like 4 articles of clothing, you know, to wash and dry. They came out wrinkled, and the amount of water it used, not to mention when the water comes out, when, you know, when it's done washing and it needs to rinse. It filled the entire 42 gallons,
so
and it overflowed
the
in the back.
load of laundry, it started overflowing.
We didn't have the studio at this time. This was in the beginning. It was just...
Don't buy a washer dryer unless you're going to hook up.
Not worth it. Not worth it.
That's actually good advice for us. We were thinking about should we get a washer and dryer, but maybe just one last question, or just something. Do you have any words to say to newbies or future people who are watching this video? To anything you want to talk to them?
I think what's really important is take your time. Wherever you go, especially towing. I used to be, once upon a time I was a chauffeur. So I drove cars, big cars, long cars, limos in San Francisco. So you can just imagine all of the streets and the alleys and through Chinatown and through everywhere. You know, it's just crazy, downtown Soma. And I learned to take, you know, when I took that course, the first thing they told me was take your time. Do not rush with anything. It doesn't matter if your client is asking you to do something quick. You need to take your time and realize that you are, you know, this is our home that we're towing. I've got her life.
55 feet long.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
from front to back with the truck.
Watching YouTube videos helped us figure out how to drive.
How to
like
tow.
a semi.
Right, exactly.
And just watching YouTube videos has helped us do a lot of modifications and just learn about the RV in general, and just do what you're comfortable with. Don't take every piece of advice, or if you do, some of them will be completely wrong, but everybody's trying to help you out. RVers are very friendly, so it's always good to ask your neighbor if you're stuck.
Thank you so much for taking time.
You're welcome.
Yeah.